Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. In today's episode we are going to be talking about what is going on with Bitcoin price. Is a crash likely? And also some crazy, insane, freaking nuts news. And also the answer to where the hell have I been? We'll get into all of that right after a message from our sponsor. Now, to begin with the question you've all been asking a lot about, where have I been? Well, where have you been, huh? No, I'm kidding. Where have I been? I was at an awesome meditation retreat for a whole week. No cell phones, no computers. It was so delightful. It was so relaxing. It was wonderful. You guys should definitely check something like that out. If you want to find out exactly which one I went to, you could ask me down in the comments or something like that. But getting into things, what's going on in the markets? It's been an exciting week to be away because I went away and Bitcoin was like, I don't know, below 7,000, and then I come back and it's almost 8,000, and blah. That stuff is wonderful. But let's talk about today. Bitcoin's at 79.28. Ethereum's at 256. Last time I left, it was at like 170 something. XRP's at 39 cents. Bcash at 411. The big gainers for today, Bitcoin Satoshi Vision up 70% at one point, up almost 100%. We'll talk about why. Kind of crazy story. Also, Bitcoin Gold and Engine Coin up today. The big losers, Insight Chain, Solve, and Next. Now, looking at the charts, Bitcoin's just been growing. I mean, I left somewhere right around here, and I guess I just got to take more vacations. See, when I take a vacation, price just shoots up. So you know what? No more videos. I'm peacing out, and then the price will go up even higher. But looks like we're starting to form a little bit of a wedge right here. And also, if we take a look down here, the MACD getting kind of closer. The histogram, if you were trading based on the histogram, which I'm looking into doing, potentially price might be coming down, and some more things we'll be talking about. Why the price might be coming down. Where the price might be coming down to? Well, if you take a look, you just draw a little fib retracement here. Generally, 50 to 61.8%. So somewhere, oh, here are the percents. 57.92 to 51.73, somewhere in there. Because if this is, if this is a wave one of an Elliott wave, normally have a retracement like that. Now, Magic Poop Cannon, the prognosticator of prognosticators on the old TradingView, he says, look, we have this descending channel since way back here in March of 2018, so over a year, and you can see a couple times it's hit the upper end of it, and right now we're struggling to break out of the upper end of that. A couple times it's hit the lower end, found support there, and also in the middle there's been a lot of points where it hit it. In fact, the middle right here shows the bump and run reversal, and as we saw, the bump and run reversal worked pretty well with Bitcoin. Who would have known? But basically we had the bump and then we had the run, and now we're struggling to break out. However, if we do break out from there, which may or may not be likely, may not happen because there's a huge pending NVT sell signal, but if we do break out, the target will be $14,000 Bitcoin, which could be awesome. Now, on to other reasons why potentially the price may come down. Taking a look at Bitcoin futures, we have this little gap right here, as you can see. Now, generally gaps like to get filled. Here's a previous gap, and it got filled by that wick right there. Well, there's a gap here. That gap wants to be filled. That would bring the price down also. Now, also more news. Maybe this could bring the price down. I don't think people care about the ETFs anymore. Like, I don't even want to hear about it anymore, but it's always there because they just keep postponing it. Another 35 days, another So basically every month we just hear ETF rejected, ETF postponed, ETF postponed, ETF postponed. For any reason? No, they're just gathering more information. So again, just waiting another 30 or 45 days, another 35-day period for gathering more information. How long does it take? Did it take you guys 35 days to learn about Bitcoin? No, you did it in like a week. Why are they so lazy? Ugh, government. Now, big news today. JP Morgan says that Bitcoin has intrinsic value. I mean, I thought that Bitcoin had no intrinsic value. It wasn't like gold, which has intrinsic value. It had no intrinsic value. Now, all of a sudden, they've changed their tune. They actually say Bitcoin has an intrinsic value of $4,000. Now, right now, Bitcoin's trading about twice the intrinsic value, but this is great. Matty Greenspan says it's great that JP Morgan is finally ready to admit Bitcoin has intrinsic value, and it's not surprising that they see the current price is overvalued in comparison to their calculations. However, their calculations are wrong because, yes, while Bitcoin is well above the mining rates, JP Morgan failed to take into account that when miners are running a surplus, they become hoarders. They hoard those coins. And then, based on simple supply and demand, when the demand increases, smaller supply, price shoots up even more. So JP Morgan, get it together. You're supposed to know your shit. You should just go work at the SEC because they're way behind shit too. Now this story makes me want to vomit personally, but Craig Wright, the biggest parasite alleged piece of shit in cryptocurrency right now. I know he like ousted Roger Ver from being the biggest alleged piece of shit motherfucker in cryptocurrency. And we have to say alleged just because he likes to sue people. So allegedly he's a big parasite piece of shit jerk that we don't like. But Craig Wright now has filed a thing with the U.S. Copyright Office saying that he wrote the Bitcoin white paper, saying that he created the Bitcoin code. And this is just sickening because he's filing a copyright for an open source thing that's 10 years late to do that. But, you know, the number of things that he can do to sicken people, to sicken me personally, seems to have no end. And so now he has filed for this patent. They have officially recognized him as the author, which doesn't mean anything because they don't actually do any due diligence. It should be said that everybody else on the face of the planet could also go ahead and file to say that they're the original author. Because in order to actually prove that, he would have to sign a transaction from Satoshi's wallet. And then allegedly he might be kidnapped or something like that. But we would have to see that happen. Losing my voice. So anyways, just makes me sick that he goes ahead and does that. They have zero legal weight because there's no investigation of the validity. And also, you can basically lie about these things. So if his claim is false, it has little consequence because they're punishable by a fine of $2,500, which he obviously has, but it's never been done. Nobody's ever been sued for copyright fraud, copy fraud, as they call it. Now, that thing, this just makes me like not even want to be part of Bitcoin. I'm like, this guy, like, could you imagine who created Bitcoin? Well, it's kind of this guy. He's like a parasite. Nobody likes him. He's a real jerk. Why do you use it? Oh, I don't freaking know. So hopefully, you know, this will be contested. Remember when we contested Roger Ver and what he did with Bitcoin.com? Maybe we can do something like that with Craig Wright, the alleged douche turd. Now, on to Argentina. Turns out that if you were in Argentina and you FOMO'd in at the absolute top of the market in 2017, beginning 2018, you would still be doing better than holding your Argentinian peso. So this guy, Mauricio Macri, the president of Argentina, having a very hard time with inflation in Argentina. Turns out inflation right now, the annual inflation rate is 55%, but when you use high-frequency data, the rate is over 80%. So if an Argentinian had bought Bitcoin at the highest point, the biggest bubble in history, in 2017, he would have been better off than leaving his money in an Argentinian bank account. So tell me again how Bitcoin is a horrible store of value. It's not. It's totally not. Especially with MACD trading, it can be an awesome store of value. Lastly, we'll end with some good stuff because I like good news. Counting down the days until the Bitcoin block reward half and countdown 366 days. Some other things say 365 or 364 days. So we're right around 1 year before the Bitcoin halving. As I've talked about many times before, that 1 year mark is a very, very big thing because that's when basically the price starts going up. And if we take a look here, Rhythm Trader has taken a look at the price 1 year before the first halving, $2.55. 1 year after the first halving, $1,000 and $1,037. The second halving, price before, $268. Price after, $25.25. Okay, so that was a 10-time increase. The first, it was like a 400-time increase. The second time, a 10-time increase. Price 1 year before the third halvening, $7,100. What is going to be after the third halvening? The world may never know. But also, I was taking a look here. As you can see, total Bitcoins ever to be produced, we all know 21 million. That's an easy one. I mean, that's like the one question I would get right at a trivia night thing. But they don't ever ask that, and I don't ever go to trivia night. So, total Bitcoins in circulation, 17,715,000. That's almost 18 million. And Rhythm Trader also posted this. These 10 cities have more people in them than there are Bitcoins available. If each person wanted a Bitcoin, which they will, they could never have one. Mind blown, my giant crater. Tokyo, 38 million. Delhi, 25 million. Shanghai, 23 million. Sao Paulo, 21 million. Mumbai, 21 million. Mexico City, 21 million. Beijing, 20 million. Osaka, 20 million. Cairo, 18 million. New York, 18 million. Guess what? If you're holding a Bitcoin, you are one of the few who actually can. I just wouldn't want to hold a Bitcoin if this dude actually created it. Man. But anyways, that's some good news to end it. I think in the end, things are looking good. Price might come down in the short term. Now, guys, if you are just getting into cryptocurrency and you want to get into trading, you could go ahead and you could read a whole bunch of books on it. You could watch a whole bunch of videos on it. You could do a whole bunch of research. You could lose a whole bunch of money doing it. Or if you want to just copy, paste, and profit, you could check out Signal Profits. There is a link down in the description. It's an affiliate link. You can get 2 weeks for, I think, $7, or you could actually try it out. You get returns like 112% in a day, or 18% in a few hours, or 46% in a day. So you can get some pretty significant returns in that. Definitely check it out down below. Also, make sure you check out the Monarch wallet, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. So lovely to see you again. I've missed you so much.